Good morning. Who went to Phoenix? It was absolutely amazing. I will tell you this, though. I don't know. Maybe it's getting old. I did turn 60 while we were in Phoenix, but I feel like I'm 40. I was good. But I will tell you, I got home and I went to work out with my trainer Monday morning. We got home Sunday night, and it was like the hardest shift to reacclimate to East Coast time. It was crazy. And I think today may be my first day where I feel like I'm on East Coast time. So super duper excited to be with you guys this morning. I know you're thinking, okay, Curt, it's really late in the month. We're doing this Finish Strong call today. And you're like, dude, it's already the 26th. Yeah, it's the 26th, but we have almost a full week left because our company gives us qualifiers day. So you have got through next Monday at 5 p.m. Central to take care of business. So we have plenty of time here to roll up our sleeves and make this an amazing month, an amazing closeout. We did entitle today's call, Enroll. Let me flip and find my slide here. Enroll, Equip, and Engage. Let's talk about that for just a minute. You know, we're in we're about to begin our 5th month of starting well and finishing strong this year. In the first 3 months, we really just worked on our rhythm. How many of you, let me just ask a question, and you can answer it in any way you want to. You can put a comment in or whatever. How many of you at least, make me feel good that like it's working, how many of you at least would say you're building a rhythm back into your business where you're paying attention to the month and you're making sure that you dive in and start the month with intention and goals and you're finishing strong? Are you getting some rhythm back into your business? Yes, no, maybe. Give us some feedback here, because that was my number one goal when we started this, was to bring back the rhythm of our business that I felt like COVID and the 2-year pandemic robbed us of. I felt like it was totally stolen from us. So we're going to focus on these 3 words this morning. But what I wanted to do, just for a minute, we're going to try some technology, see if it works. But last month, we introduced a new tool to you guys called Memory Jogger. You knew what a Memory Jogger was, but we wanted to do a couple things with the Memory Jogger. We wanted to make sure, number one, that you had a Memory Jogger. Number two, that you understood that it was a dynamic, living, breathing document, that when you signed up and you did that, it was not a once and done kind of thing, that it really was the document that you used daily, weekly, monthly to go out and build your business. If you didn't have a current and active one, you could wake up and really not know what to do in this business, because this business is all about who. The how and the what are easy. Who are the people you're going to partner with to build this amazing business? How are you going to dig into your relational capital and invest that? So this Memory Jogger is really important. And as technology has evolved, I told you that, when I did my first Memory Jogger, I faxed it through my $1,800 fax machine that was on a 24-month payment plan to my sponsor. Faxed in all of my orders. It doesn't matter really how you use it, how you get this document to your sponsor. Don't do this business alone, and you're going to hear that repeated again in a minute. But paper is still a great thing, but when you really want to make this document shareable and collaborative, there's some better ways to do it. So we introduced a tool last month, and you can find that at makealife.com/memoryjogger. How many of you have downloaded or tried to? Give us a thumbs up. If you struggled with trying to make that technology work and you tried to download and it didn't work, do a thumbs down, because we're fixing to hit that. And I know we'll address that if you struggle with it. So I'm going to bring on board somebody that I love to say I've done life with. I'm going to Trey can maybe Trey can figure it out, but I'm guessing let's see, it probably was about the time, let's say Zach was 10. He's 27, 8 now. So probably 17 or 18 years I've known Trey. And we went to church together. He's got a background in videography, technology, and he's just partnering with me right now to help me do some cool things for you guys. So I'm going to try. I'm not going to promise this is going to work. We did practice, and there's no reason why it shouldn't work. But I'm going to bring on Trey and let him really show you from a technical standpoint how to use this collaborative memory jogger, how to download it and use it. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to finish the month strong in a minute. But I wanted you to know how to do this before we start the new month. So I'm going to bring on Trey. And I think we're good. There's Trey. Trey, you're there. It worked.
Hey, everybody. Glad to be here. Thanks, Curt. Really excited about all the work that we've been doing together. So, but yeah, we can dive right in and I can show you guys what this looks like. If you don't mind, Curt, you can go ahead and take me full screen here.
Surely. You want to be big and bold, huh?
There you go. So, I'm really excited that we have gotten this tool into your hands. We've been trying our best to create as many tools to help empower you to have an amazing business where you are developing your relationships in incredible ways. So first, I wanted to show where you can find the memory jogger. Actually, this morning we redid our menu, and you can find the memory jogger right here under resources. And when you get there, you can get to this page. So if you are new to the stream, this is your first time with us, which if it is, go ahead and raise your hand. We'd love to know that this is your first time. But what the memory jogger page will show you is a couple of different things. But the biggest thing is how to download this right now. Now, some of you might have been a part of that experience with Curt last week when it comes to our memory jogger training. And we're going to be putting that recap up here in just a little bit. But right now, you can go ahead and download right here by clicking download now. And that's going to create a new tab for you where you have a memory jogger in Google Sheets. Now, why Google Sheets? This is a good question. We had a couple of questions of like, can I download this in Excel? Certainly you can do that. But we have to remind you that the power in this is about being able to share this with everyone on your team. And that powerful. Now, if you are a list, I mean, here's the deal. I was born in '85, and I still I'm not a digital native when it comes to my list making. Sometimes I like pen and paper. I like that experience for some things. But when it comes to our relational capital, it can be really powerful what we can do when we bring our team together to help give us feedback, to make connections for us, and to look at our list. So we used Google Sheets because it is so easy to be able to share. Now, here's the thing. Some of you might say, I don't know if I have a Google Sheets account. It's okay. If you've logged into YouTube or if you have a Gmail, you can access this here. It's the same exact account. So when you go to this, it looks like some of you guys are joining us right now. The way that you create a copy for yourself, which is the first step, is you're going to go up here and you're going to click File. And after you click File, you're going to click on Make a Copy. And I'd suggest actually naming this something that is memorable for you, leaving that memory jogger in there, and even putting your name here. Because here's the thing, with your team members, this will be an easy way for them to be able to search it. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a name, and I'm going to make a copy. Now this memory jogger is yours. You can do whatever you want with it, but we want to give you the simplest steps right away. And that's what this image here is for. So this first sheet here, the example memory jogger, is just an example. You can just start right there to see how it works after you delete this picture. The second sheet is your memory jogger. This is where we'd say you go ahead and start that 300 list like Curt talks about. Start brainstorming those names, thinking about how you connect with them and their preferred method of contacts. And really, honestly, we want you to stick to the basics here. Don't really worry about advanced features quite yet. Because those advanced features, we're going to do an advanced training on using the memory jogger later, and they're in these hidden fields over here. But your goal is to remind you here is to create a copy for yourself keep this example memory jogger here for a little while, put your content into the your memory jogger sheet here, and this can become a tool for you to share with your team, to collaborate on managing your relational capital together and go from there. Curt, if you want to come back in, I don't know if you have any other questions for me.
Let's see here. Let me bring me back in. No, I think we're good, Trey. So, I mean, the main thing is, and Trey's learning our business too, and you would be sharing this memory jogger with your upline or your mentor. You're not going to share your personal memory jogger with your team. Each team member would have their own memory jogger that they might share with you or your upline, but it's the collaboration that makes the thing work. Because we don't want you to do your business alone. That's the whole benefit in this business. You've got those 5 upline employees that you're going to share this with, and you want to pick your sponsor if they're ahead of you in the learning curve, or you want to pick your first upline national marketing director and share this document with them, and it'll become a living, breathing, active document. And when we do our advanced training, every name on there will show you every name should have a next step. Okay? So, hey, Trey, thanks for joining us this morning. I'm going to jump back into closing this month out, but we'll bring you back in to do some more stuff. Trey's amazing and a good friend. So thanks, Trey.
Thanks.
Okay, let's dive back in here. Trey's awesome. And if you want to ask a question on Facebook or send me a question and I can't answer it, Trey and Hope and Lori are all here to help us do really one thing. And that is to know God's purpose and passion for our life and to be able to make that life, not just make a living. We cannot make the creation of a paycheck stop us from making the life that's so important to us. And you can do both, and that's what this business allows us to do. So there's the link again. It's on the menu now under resources at makealife.com, but there's the direct link on the screen to the memory jogger, okay? All right. Let us dive back in here, and let me bring up just one thing as we're moving along here. I really want to focus. We're going to close this month out. I've got some tactics for you that we're going to do right here at the end. But one of the things I really wanted to do, coming back from Phoenix, I really wanted to make sure you were ready to kick off May. Not just May be another month, but for May to be amazing. So if you go to makealife.com/coaching calendar here, you can just click and add all these events to your calendar. But I'm going to do a workshop that I brought up at the prayer breakfast or worship gathering, we call it now, in Phoenix. And Stacy and Shari that did our amazing worship in Phoenix are on the line. So y'all can tell Stacy Walker and Shari hello. Shari's from Belgium and she's visiting. She's here in Georgia right now. We're going to turn her into a Georgia Bulldog. And but she's here with us, and y'all can tell them if you were at that worship gathering, you tell them how amazing it was. It was awesome. But I brought up one thing, and if you all have heard me during these coaching sessions, one of the things that I really think is important is that if you want to get the full benefit out of this business, is that you understand that if you're only thinking about customers, you're going to build a business that's only customers. Think about that. If you only think about customers, you're going to build a business that's only customers. That's great. You can build an amazing part-time income with our amazing product, influence families, change lives, do the best you can of spreading and inspiring healthy living around the world by yourself. Stop for a minute and say, okay, what do I need to get the most out of this business? Well, to reach the top in this business, you need 5 leaders, 5 key people to go build this business with you. And they need to reach sales coordinator. If you do that, you can become a national marketing director. Benefits, tuition, expense allowance, major leadership level income, huge opportunities. How do you find those 5 people? Well, first of all, you have to decide that's your mission in this business. Do you understand that if you want that out of your business, you have to expand your vision beyond the next customer? You need to wake up every day in this business and not stop until you go find those 5 amazing people. And here's the key. If that's your focus, to go find the 5 amazing people to join you in this business, guess what? You're still going to build your customer base, because you can't explain the business without explaining the product. And everybody's not going to get in the business. So you're still going to build your customer base. So if you focus on finding your 5, you do both. If you only focus on your customers, you might just only do one thing. So I mentioned at the worship gathering, one of the things that I learned how to recruit and who to recruit was from Luke chapter 10. And I'm going to tell you real quick, when Jesus was about to leave this earth after his resurrection, kind of like, we're right after Easter right now, so he was right after the first Easter. And he said to his disciples, his little group of followers, he said, guys, you got to continue the mission. I'm about to leave this place. Let me tell you what to do. It's think about that. I'm about to leave. The mission's not over, because they were totally dependent upon him. He was their source of everything, but he was telling them, I'm equipping you. I'm giving you directions, process, and insight into how you're supposed to go spread this mission when I'm gone. Okay? So that's where we are. That's where the table's set. He says, okay, here's what you got to do. You're going to go into other towns. And you're going to spread this gospel. And you know what gospel means? Some people think it means just good news, but it really literally means too good to be true news. Now, I'm not comparing Juice Plus to Jesus, but is the fact that we have fruits, vegetables, and berries through a patented process grown by our own farmers in a capsule to bridge the gap between what you should eat and what you do eat, is that not too good to be true news? It is. So just go shout it from the mountaintops, just like that word gospel means too good to be true news. Our Juice Plus product in that capsule is too good to be true news, and people don't know about it. So he says, okay, go into these towns. We got to spread the mission. We got to get other people to join us. We've got to equip more laborers. We need leaders in these remote towns. Here's what you do. You go into these towns. You knock on the door, and you ask, would you house me, feed me, and let me use your resources to share this mission? Let me tell you about it. It's amazing. If you believe in what I'm doing and get excited about this, would you house me, feed me, and use your relational capital, your resources? Would you resource me so that you and I can go do this together? If they won't do those things, guess what he said? Shake the ding-dong dirt off your sandals and go to the next house. So don't put up with people that don't understand or don't buy into your mission. Find the ones that do and have them join you. Go find 5 people that get excited about what you're doing, that believe in what you're doing, that want to be healthy and inspire others to get healthy, that will join you and use what they have to resource you to go spread it even better than you could do it by yourself. That's what a person of peace is. That's who you have to go find. You need 5 of those people to take your business to the top in our company. Okay? And we're going to do a training on May the 11th. You can see it on the calendar on how to do that. Okay? That was a long explanation on that slide. And then that's the flyer for that workshop. My mom used to always say that you have to find all the pieces before you can have peace. So if you want a business that brings peace and helps you make the life and brings the income to your family that you want, you got to find all the pieces first. And the pieces to your business are those 5 people. Okay? So we got to work on finding those 5, and that's what we're going to focus on May the 11th, and it's on the calendar. You can add that to your calendar, and we will do that together. Okay? I'm going through some stuff here. We're going to finish the month strong. I'm not forgetting where we are. The 1-to-1 was so successful. It was probably tough on you to listen to my scratchy voice. It's getting better. I did get some more allergies and pollen. We played golf in Phoenix, and I think the yellow ragweed just kind of was growing in between every shot that I hit out there. It was crazy. But much better, feel great, and we're going to do another 1-to-1 on May the 18th. After our start the month call next week on May the 4th, that registration will open. We're going to open it to 50 people this time, you and a guest, and get the whiteboard out, and we're going to show them. These are people that you have that hopefully believe in the product. They've already got that concept, and they have questions about the business. How does it work? Is now a good time to get involved in the business? And we'll get the whiteboard out, and the first 50 partners with their guest will be able to sign up, and we'll have that ready for you next week. Okay? The tickets will be on May 4th. The link's going to be makealife.com/518 for May 18th, and they'll go on sale next Thursday at 10:30. Okay? All right. So, Blue Ridge Boot Camp's coming up. It's going to be amazing. I think there's 1 or 2 or 3 seats left. It's almost sold out, but we're going to have an amazing time. And find a boot camp near you. If you can't come to the Blue Ridge Boot Camp this summer, you need to be looking for and finding a boot camp to take the momentum from Phoenix and keep going. So find a boot camp near you. And this is going to be probably, it's one of the best lineups we've ever had, honestly. So would love for you to come. We're going to work on expanding it, making it bigger next time, but we had huge demand. The hotel's sold out. I think there's a couple seats left in the room, but we're going to try and make it bigger next time. But it's going to be great. Find a boot camp near you is the word, okay? And next, what I want you to do is I want you to think about what the company has done to help you close out this month, okay? So we're going to talk about just what's going on in your business. So let me back up 1 second. Let me go back to here for a second. And let's talk about enroll, equip, and engage. So in the beginning of the month, we talked about memory jogger. We started the month off. So I want you to think about, who did you write down on that memory jogger? Maybe who did you sign up or have the first conversation with about the business? Maybe you got them signed up. And then you've got to equip them with the tools, the resources. Get them plugged into boards. Do a connection call and plug them into their upline. And right now, so you've enrolled them and you've equipped them. Maybe it's one new person on your team. Maybe it's 5. Maybe it's 10. I don't know. But now's the time. If they haven't engaged yet, you just got back from Phoenix. We have a week left. Don't let them dip their toe in the water in the month of April and start May like they never started. Don't let them dip their toe in the water in April and start May like they never started and they're at ground zero. You need to understand, what do we do at the end of the month? We let urgency do what? What does urgency do? Who remembers what urgency does? Anybody? I'm watching the comment line. Yeah, I have totally failed for 5 months if nobody remembers what urgency does. I'm hoping that the comment thread is really slow because I feel very defeated right now. Urgency, learning to use urgency what? Urgency does what? Somebody has to know what urgency does. Destroys procrastination. Yes, Cherie Albert, Aaron Kinney, thank you. Somebody listened. Carol Garner said it kills procrastination. It destroys, murders, kills, assassinates. Urgency destroys procrastination. I'm hoping that was not slowness. It was just comment thread slowness. Urgency destroys procrastination. So, we have got to take this last week of the month and destroy procrastination with all those we enrolled with good intentions. We got our relational capital organized. We got our memory jogger done. We've got people that are sitting on the fence. And if we don't use urgency, what will they do? They will procrastinate because that's just what people do. And we're not going to change that. Human nature is to procrastinate. Human nature is to react, not be proactive. Human nature is to let someone else do it, not initiate it. So all these people we've got, we've taken our relational capital, we've hopefully got our list working and organized. But if not, I brought on Trey so you can go grab that memory jogger and have one ready for next Wednesday, okay? Now, what do we need to do? Well, number one, you need to understand and you need to pass this understanding along to your new person. And here it is. Their mind is, let's procrastinate. There's not much time left in this month. Let's start fresh next month. That's what they're thinking. I'm just telling you, whether they've verbally said that to you or not, that is what they're thinking. Gosh, April's almost over. Let's just wait till May. That's a bad idea. It seems good to have a full month for your start, but listen to me just a minute. You need to understand this so you can pass it along. Wherever they position themselves this month is going to be how they get paid for this full month of May they're looking forward to start their business. The best thing you could do for them is show them that, hey, you don't have to make sales coordinator in the next 5 days, but we need to get you positioned so you can make sales coordinator next month and you're going to reap the rewards. So in this last week, I would say you've got people that either need to finish off their Partner Plus or finish off their QSC that are close. And you probably have some that came on board in March and they need to finish off sales coordinator, or started in February and need to finish off sales coordinator. Whatever they do by Monday at 5 o'clock is how they're going to get paid for the entire month of May. And you are doing them a disservice if you don't confront their procrastination and their stinking thinking. They don't understand this business and they think that waiting to start a full month is the best thing to do. They do need to have an amazing full month of May. But why not take a few baby steps to get positioned to get paid in May? If they don't do that and they do all this business in May, guess what? They won't start getting paid like that until June, which means July paycheck. Let's help these people out and help them understand what they don't understand. And that is, you need to get positioned by the end of April so that you can get paid in May. If we wait, you're not going to get paid till June. Someone said they have lost my voice. Can people not hear me? Interesting. Okay. Trey, can you do a thumbs up? Can you hear me? Trey?
I can hear you. Hang on. Let me check the stream.
Okay, so a couple people said that if most of you can hear me, just come back in there and say it's fine. So, all right. It may have just been one person's audio. But anyway, so we must understand that ourselves. How many of you understand what I just explained? Because you can't share that with somebody else unless you understand it. If this last week of the month, we must destroy procrastination because we are letting our new people down if they don't understand that getting positioned now for a full month of May is the only wise thing to do. You get up and read Proverbs every day and you want to be wise. You don't want to be a fool. And it's foolish to wait until the full month start to do something. Get yourself positioned now to get paid for the full month. That's the wise thing to do. You know, Andy Stanley wrote a book. It was sad this week while we were in Phoenix, Dr. Stanley died. And Charles Stanley, he's been a mentor of mine for ages, and he married Lori and I. His funeral was amazing. Funeral service on TV was amazing. But anyway, Andy wrote a book called The Best Question Ever. And it's not what's right or wrong. That's the earthly human question to ask. The question to ask is, what's the wise thing to do? Not what's the right thing to do. What's the wise thing to do? And I'm telling you, the wisdom of understanding this business, how we get paid and what makes sense, that's what that new person needs to hear from you. They need to hear you say, hey, you know what? We're going to do amazing things next month, and I don't want you to feel like I'm putting pressure on you. But can I tell you what the wise thing to do would be? If you really want to build this business successfully and you're thinking about it, there's some things we need to do before the end of the month so you can benefit next month. And you need to go have that conversation with these new people you brought on board. That's how you get them to engage. You've enrolled them. You've equipped them with tools and resources. Now equip them with wisdom so that they'll engage at the right place. That's how you create urgency. If someone brought wisdom to you in a decision process or something you were endeavoring to do, and that wisdom was like an enlightening experience, that would create an urgent response that you would smash, destroy procrastination. And that's the magic of the last week of the month. Okay? All right. The company is giving you a tool to help you with that. This is $144 value. This is crazy. So those people that need to finish off Partner Plus, finish off QSC. How do you get to Partner Plus? Your family buys Juice Plus in the best way possible. Husband, wife, get a trio or a quad. Child gets you for free. You grab grandma, niece, nephew, aunt, or uncle. Grab one more person to join you, and you've reached Partner Plus, 900 points or more, and maybe you're a little bit short. Well, if someone signs up right now in the month of April as a partner and they order $200 or more of product, that's basically everybody making Partner Plus. Okay? And that's not, they don't have to pay in full. You could order a fruit and veggie capsule order, $50 a month. That's $200 in total value. Guess what? You've spent $50 in April, and the company is sending you $144 worth of Juice Plus Complete shake mix plant-based protein, vanilla chocolate, and Perform. That's a no-brainer, guys. An absolute no-brainer. So who are you going to take this? This is what the company's offering you in addition to that conversation of bringing wisdom to the table we just talked about. Here's a freebie. You know, online, the online marketers call this a freemium. They're giving you something for free to get you to do something. $144 worth of plant protein shake smoothie mix if you just get started and order your fruit and veggies. And that you could order your fruit and veggies, get your child on it for free. So you do a buy one, get one free, and you get $144 worth of shakes. It's just kind of silly not to do that. And you know what? They are totally positioned to start a Shred 10 with you next month if you and your team are doing a Shred 10. Unbelievable. Okay? Go to our boards, and if you don't know what a Shred 10 is, you can find out. All right? So we're going to have an amazing closeout. Why are we going to have an amazing closeout? What are you going to do in addition to this? What do you need to understand? I want somebody to put it in here. What do you need to understand that you're going to go tell those new people that are on the fence? I want to see it in writing. I need to understand blank so that I can go explain blank to someone that's waiting till next month because I'm going to destroy their procrastination. What do you need to understand? Come on. Somebody tell me. What do you need to understand? How we get paid, yes. It's silly, right? It's silly not to have so many P pluses this month. You know what? Here's the deal. Urgent. You're going to go explain urgency, yes, but you're going to go explain to them that it's critical that you get positioned this month so you get paid next month. Okay? It's part of how we get paid, part of the compensation plan, but this is the simple thing they need to understand. Hey, you know what? We're going to have an amazing month next month, but I need you to understand one thing. You can still wait if you want to, but if I don't tell you this, I would feel guilty. If you'll just do this, get to Partner Plus. If you'll just do this, get to QSC. You're going to get title rewards, you're going to get commissions, you're going to get sales profit, all the things that come with each of those titles. If you'll just finish that off, guess what? You're going to get paid like that in this big month we're about to take off in May. Don't wait, because if you do, you're not going to make any money. It's all going to come to me. It's the most unselfish thing you can tell somebody. But you gotta grasp it and then verbalize it. If you don't understand it, get one of your upline, one of those 5 people the company pays to help you. Get one of them. Get somebody in your upline to do a 3-way phone call with you and talk to those people that are on the fence and explain to them. You can wait if you want to, but it's kind of a dumb way to start this business. It's really dumb to wait, and I don't want you to do something dumb. Okay? All right. So that's what we're going to do. And then next Wednesday, I know it's close together, but we couldn't do this while we were in Phoenix. So sorry for waiting a week. April just kind of, the last Wednesday kind of fell on a weird day. So we have till Monday at 5 p.m. Central to finish this up. Next Wednesday, we're going to kick off again an amazing month, planting your field with seeds. We need to lay the foundations early in May so that we can harvest that last week of May. Okay? Let's destroy procrastination in the next 5 days by using that wisdom you just got to create urgency, to destroy the waiting, reactive people that are sitting on the fence. They're going to join you in this business. They just don't understand the moment they need to do it. And now that you have that wisdom and you have the company's gift this month of that 3 different types of our shake mix, $144 value. Now that you have all that, you are equipped right now to go out and destroy procrastination with urgency better than you ever have been before in this business. Thanks for joining us this morning. Trey, thanks for explaining the memory jogger. If you have questions, jump on this thread will be here, and Hope and Trey and I will be monitoring it. And if you have any questions, they'll jump in there and answer. So let's do something amazing the next 5 days. And then we're going to have new people on board positioned to have an amazing May. Talk to you later. Thanks for joining.